Yo everyone, this is the long awaited glass tutorial updated. The fastest method to get it. Obviously it'll still take you 24 hours of playtime, but this is the easiest way to AFK it. So before we do anything, you're going to want to go into your rivals settings, that's actually and you're going to want to go to general, scroll all the way down, make sure weapon picker mode is on list and not grid. Um, Otherwise, it'll just make it a bit more awkward. Go to keybinds, scroll all the way down. Make sure that there is no keybind for left alt. Yeah, by default, left alt is open scoreboard. Just delete that because it'll mess up your hotkeys. Once you've done that, you're going to need to download TinyTask from tinytask.net. Press download. Once it's downloaded, go into your file explorer. I have a separate folder for my TinyTask, but this is optional. I just do it for organization purposes. Double click on the exe, TinyTask is here, and you're going to want to check your recording hotkey is Control Shift Alt R. The playback hotkey is Control Shift Alt P. This is just the defaults, and it's what I'm going to be using. So I am going to demonstrate this in a private server. Do not do this in a private server yourself. It won't work. It won't count the contract time. But I'm just doing it for quality of life. So I'm going to start on free for all game. If you're going to use the macro that I make in this video, make sure you have every primary in the game. Otherwise it won't work. Because I have every primary. And if you use my macro without having every primary, it won't select grenade launcher. It'll select another random weapon. So, if you don't have every primary in the game, just make your own. It's not hard. Follow these steps. When you're starting the macro, make sure your mouse is not hovering over grenade launcher. Make sure it's like over here somewhere before you start the macro. Control Shift Alt R, grenade launcher, dagger's fist, spam jump a little bit. Control Shift Alt R again. Now you've stopped your recording and you're free to do whatever you want. The reason I spam jumped is so you can respawn, and the reason I said click 3 times daggers, not on daggers and fist, is because if you move your mouse when you're selecting your weapons, then it'll break the macro and it'll click on something random. So you're going to want to click on whatever's after grenade launcher. Don't like another weapon. Pick whatever's straight after it in the same slot, if you understand. For you, it might not be daggers and fists. For you, it might be something else. But for me, that's just what it is. So yeah, once you've done that, you have your macro. What you want to do next, this is the most important step of the tutorial. Go to pref, turn on continuous playback, make sure that's ticked. So then the macro will play over and over again instead of just once. And then what you're going to do is Control Shift Alt P, play, script. Make sure you're not in a private server, because obviously you'll go into free camp and you won't gain XP or contracts or whatever. And it should just start doing this, jumping, etc. I'm going to stop the macro. That should work. I will put the macro in my Discord server. So go and join that, link in the description if you want the macro. Make sure you have every primary, obviously. And also just join it to help me, support me. We're really close to 1,000 members. I would appreciate it if you joined. But yeah, I'm going to go into a public server and test this. Test this macro. Free for all. Let's join this game. Control Shift Alt P. Oh, I'm being shot. And it respawns immediately. Yep, now it's selecting. Okay, they should respawn. Yep. Before I send the macro, I'm going to optimize it a little bit. If you want to use the macro on the Discord server, instead of recording all that, just press open once you've downloaded the macro from here. And then I'm just going to use this as an example. This is my old file. Just open that. If this pops up, which it shouldn't do, press yes. And then boom, you have this loaded up. Just Control Shift Alt P. Make sure you have continuous playback on, obviously. And yeah, that should be the tutorial. Server restarts, I think, don't happen anymore. So this is like the perfect time to grind glass. Because free for all is now a separate mode again. There's no more server restarts. All are as frequent anyway. Yeah, this is like perfect time. So join the Discord server. There's still 1,000 members and background. Thank you all for watching and goodbye.